Hello, welcome to Gosler Lane. I'm Shane and this is Courtney. We have a new studio that we're real excited about.
Yay!
That we just put together.
Sugar Daddy's been working on this thing for weeks.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Now, we do have a few more things to finish out.
Yeah.
We have some more soundproofing to do.
Yeah.
We have some more, we have AC issues to fix. We are in the shop at our house. This is the office in our shop.
Yeah.
Which the office in our shop has a little portable, like a portico AC unit.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't run it.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Mm-mm.
It's too loud.
Okay.
The mics would pick it up, so we can't do it. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Everything
I can hear,
good?
yeah,
We got new mics, new everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we, we're going to do a short episode here. What are we talking about today?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. We just talked about it.
Oh. So my sister-in-law sent me this thing on the talk, and it was people, like a lady owns Airbnbs, and she was asking her followers, or made a talk about what...
Is that what the cool kids call it nowadays, a talk?
No.
That's just you. Okay.
That's like the 40-year-old.
It's your slang? Okay.
It's the 40.
Because 2 syllables are too much, right? TikTok. The
TikTok.
talk. I
TikTok.
like it.
TikTok.
You're saying the talk.
The
So
talk.
that's still 2 syllables.
Talk.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, about the Airbnbs, she was asking followers, like, when you walk into an Airbnb, what's your expectation?
This is
Are you
good.
expecting it to smell good? Are you
Okay.
expecting it to be super clean?
Okay.
Are you expecting it to have an amazing view? Are you expecting to have multiple towels for you during your stay?
Okay.
What about a gift basket? Some people said, yes, it's really nice to have a gift basket.
Mm-hmm.
One person stated that it was cool. They had stayed at an Airbnb, and that once they booked, they were sent a survey. And on that survey, which I do this with my kids' teachers, when I find out who my kids' teachers are, I email them or I send a paper copy with my kids to school, and it's just a getting to know you. I want to know what your favorite color is, what your favorite scent is, when's your birthday, what's your monogram, all of the things that would make someone feel special. And so I do that for my kids' teachers because I don't want to be their teacher, and I really value.
You don't want to be our kids' teacher because during COVID time,
It was
our
awful.
kids were home for how long?
3
Which,
nights.
you know, everybody's kids were
Right.
home.
Some kids were home longer.
Yes, and we were not good teachers.
No.
We were not good.
My
Our-
kid
our-
actually
Our kindergartner
dropped
probably-
kindergarten 2 weeks before the end of the year. Like,
If we weren't homeschooling, teaching, he probably would have went to kindergarten again.
I don't know. I don't even care. He's fine.
We're not
Maybe-
good teachers.
Yeah. Did you mount those lights on the ceiling?
Yes.
Good
I did.
job.
Yeah,
Those look
thanks.
good.
Thanks.
Okay.
Those are
Squirrel.
the studio lights she's talking
Yeah,
about.
those
That you
look
guys
really
can't
good.
actually see. But hey,
What?
let's dim the lights and see. Leave a comment. We're gonna set these lights, dim them just a little bit. That little black switch over there.
Oh.
Roll it down just a little bit. Okay, hold it there. Do you guys like that look? Now we're recording at night, so we're not getting natural sunlight through the windows, so it's gonna be a little bit different during the day. Do y'all like that look, or roll them back up to about the middle where it was? Okay, right there. Do you like that look? Is that satisfying your eye palette, or do you
about
like
that?
that look of all the way up? I feel like that is super bright.
You do?
Yes, I feel like that's really bright.
I feel like it's putting off a good glow.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. That's what
Your
Courtney likes.
sweat's glistening.
I am sweating. I've been sweating. We've been talking about the experience of an Airbnb for about 2 or 3 weeks now.
That hat is a Richardson hat. You said it was not a Richardson hat.
This hat is.
Mm-hmm.
The one, the lime
that's
out
not.
hat is not.
Okay.
She's talking about a lime out hat from a restaurant we ate at in St. John.
Yeah.
That's another story
It
for
is.
another day.
But we are now at 7.
8 doors.
Okay, 8 doors. And our latest review was like 27 pages long, which we
Really long,
value.
very detailed.
Did you
but,
read it?
I did not read
Okay.
it. Let's
You want to read it?
I may not read the whole thing on
Yeah.
the air because it'll take a while. But this, okay, from what Courtney has told me, our latest review, basically the things I got from it, one of the things that really stuck with me is this guy said, I can tell that they have multiple
It
properties.
stuck out to me too.
And I asked Courtney, did he say that in a a positive way or a negative way? And she said, I feel like it was a negative way.
But I think it was constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Like he went like he had read through previous reviews. We'd had a lady review something about a brown recluse. He made it very clear in his public review. He stayed there for multiple days, never saw one bug. So that issue must have been resolved. But went through, basically fine-tooth combed this piece of property. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have done that, because it's given us things that we can dissect and navigate through. But it is long. It's real long.
And this is
Devin.
Well, it just says name, but
Yeah,
if you
it's
look
fine.
on our properties, you can see
it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the house is cute, much potential. After booking,
I
it's clear.
struggle with the much potential because it means I didn't
Right.
do a good job of that.
After booking, it's clear Courtney and Shane own, rent out multiple properties. There were multiple messages sent outlining the check-in process as well as the house rules. I don't take that as negative. I take that as
But
communication.
there's going to
level.
be things in this that's going to offend you. So I need you, as you're reading it live.
Okay, this is the first time.
Okay.
I can appreciate wanting to keep guests well informed. Tone of the message is a bit harsh. Okay. For example, there were many penalties laid out. Stolen towels will charge you $10 a towel. Damage at home. Blah blah blah. Okay. So read through that. I think the rest of this paragraph is pretty similar. I've always prided myself in being a considerate guest. I think maybe this guy was offended that we had rules that if something was stolen.
But at the end of that paragraph, he states, I understand they may
Yeah.
have had previous guests.
And we have.
Who ruin it, yeah.
We have had multiple guests take multiple things.
Right.
So, okay. So let's just look at this in a constructive way.
Yeah.
And the things...
This is good.
Yes, it's very good. The things that he laid out are things that we know we need to work on.
Right.
And when you start scaling this business, or even if you just have one, you want to take your guest perspective. And if you can... Okay, I knew this guy was a detailed person from the start.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
But this is the first time I've even looked at this review.
Okay.
But I knew...
I thought you meant because he said there was prior communication.
Yes, it was prior communication. Okay. He communicated with me, and I'm usually the one answering the messages on Airbnb. He communicated with me after the initial messages were sent out, and they checked in. He sent messages and pictures of things that were broken or maybe not perfect when they got there.
He states that in there.
So he was very detailed.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding your guest perspective is important, but everybody's perspective is not the same.
Right.
But understanding their personality is important as well.
So maybe we need to do a better job of basically like interviewing each guest that comes. I'm not being like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just
how much you can get across.
Well, I think if you have them fill out a getting to know you, what's your favorite snacks? What does your family like to do in a pastime? You're coming for a wedding. Would you like for us to have a bottle of wine there? Like, I think getting to know them in that aspect, not like, tell me where your PTSD came from. Like, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm getting at.
I don't know. We've been talking a lot about the experience that we want to provide. And where we're at right now is not where we want to be. Like, we have things that are missing in our processes and in the things that we provide for our guests.
Right, it's true.
We know that we want to continue to get better. But I don't think that we can, it's really hard to create a process around catering to the little things that every guest wants. Because the little things are something that's different. What we've talked a lot about, are those headphones bothering you? What we've talked a lot about is creating an experience so that we can almost catch every guest with the experience that we create the process around. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Okay,
Say it again. I checked out because you're kind of sweating.
I am sweating.
I got it checked out. Okay, say it again.
What we're trying to create, what we're really working on and starting to put systems behind, is creating a process that 95% of the guest, maybe 98% of the guest, will appreciate, even if there's a little thing missing here and there.
I agree.
Think about the house that you live in, your house right now. If you really went through it.
I know. I've thought about it several times. Yeah.
If you really went through it,
yeah.
How many things would you find wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
And that is hard to prevent.
Yeah.
It's really hard to prevent, even on a rehabbed home, which is what we do mostly.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to fix all of the tiny little things that you have, but if you have an experience when the guest walks in the door and music's playing on the Alexa and you have candy and stuff sitting in a handwritten note
right.
on the table
yeah.
in the kitchen that's waiting for them, and it smells good, and you have bathrobes in the bathrooms, and you have all the spices that they might need. A few.
So is this something that we would have like a prototype, like one of our properties would be a prototype, and then we would, because I feel like we have many different levels of properties.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're going to start this on one property, and we're just going to so we put a Facebook post out the other day, and we said, hey, when you're staying at an Airbnb, what are your favorite things? Mm-hmm. What do you look for? And most of those are really reasonable. Plenty of towels. Games. A lot of people said games.
Yeah.
What were some of the other things that they said?
Snack
clean.
baskets.
Snack baskets. Handwritten notes. Like, those are things that we can put processes
mm-hmm.
behind. And so if we just create the processes and do it and test it on one property and make sure that the systems are good,
yeah.
then we can roll it out to all of our other properties. And these are things that really, really good leveled up Airbnb hosts are already doing, like the people that are above us.
We want to scale, but we want to scale on a personal level. We don't want it to be, like, if we get to the point where we have a property manager, which that could be in the future, we want that, we don't want a guest to know that it's being run by property management.
Right. Yes.
Okay, do you want to finish reading some of it, or tabling that?
I think we got through the point of that.
He came back and said, the bathrooms, they're outdated. He felt like the pictures were misleading. He felt like he did appreciate the kitchen, little Tyke's kitchen for his daughter to play with for bath time. The master shower is short and small, and he's 6 foot, so that was difficult for him.
I would have a hard time. I've never taken a shower in there. I would have a hard time.
A lot of his points are valid.
Just the shower head's really low.
Mm-hmm. And it's like a really enclosed corner shower.
I think when I think about that property, I don't think the bathrooms are outdated. I think the tub and shower is outdated.
For a lot of people, that's the bathroom.
Okay. So for us, what we need to fix is just, hey, take it off the market for a month and remodel the tub and shower in both bathrooms.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Some of the doors and the cabinets don't close well, fix that.
I thought those were.
They will be.
Okay.
So creating an experience for your guest. And the reason we want to do that is because we want people to come back and stay with us.
Right.
And we don't want them to walk out and say, that was okay. We want them to feel like that they received an immense amount of value for what they paid for the property. Now, you said that, are we going to do that for every property? What's your thoughts?
No.
I agree. Really been thinking a lot about this.
Me too.
Our lower end properties, I think they got to go.
Okay.
And I think that way because I don't think it's going to matter what experience we offer.
Okay, so back up. So right now we have a guy who is here for work. He checked in yesterday and he had it booked. So checked in on the 22nd of August yesterday, booked it through the 28th of August. Reaches out today and says, hey, I would like to book it another week. So fortunately, that specific property isn't booked up until September the 9th. So I sent out to him, hey, that property is actually available through September 9th, and he booked it through that.
Mm-hmm.
So
his
can we market to men coming to work here?
I think we could if we could find the right companies and just keep it simple.
Yeah.
But when he booked the extra nights, and it ended up being like $63 a night. And so that's a crazy amount of value for what you get at that property. You can go in our description and click the links and see which, those are the, I can't remember what the names, but they're the cheapest ones. I just don't think that is where the business model that we're trying to create.
It sucks
is
the
going.
life out of us.
It does.
It's such a drainer.
It does. I don't even really want to talk about
I know.
it except the fact of understanding where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
And we can take that property, we have equity in that, we can take that property, sell it, 1031 exchange it into another property without paying taxes.
Okay.
So
When we have the last few podcasts that we've had complaints and issues
it's always
with,
on that property.
that
But
property.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's either like, some people are super upset about something, and then some people are like, they understand the value of what they're getting.
Do you think that Annie vetted us from a lot of this? That this stuff's always been going on, but now that she's not in the picture, that
Annie was on a previous episode. You can go back and watch that one. She was managing these properties for us as kind of a partner deal for a little while until she moved away. No, because we still saw the messages.
Okay.
I still saw all the messages.
Yeah.
And and she would handle it. But it's different. It's either where you either have to remove, if you're gonna grow and focus on the things that you're really good at, you either have to completely remove yourself from them, and we can do that and move forward with other properties and let somebody else manage and completely remove ourselves from them so they don't drag us down, or sell them and roll that into another property that fits within what we want to, the experience that we want to provide for people.
I want to own properties that I would stay at.
Okay, I don't want to get into sounding bougie.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I feel like I said it maybe the last episode too.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
There's a certain.
Let's wrap this up.
You're getting hot.
You like are beating on your nose.
Okay. Thanks for joining us in the new studio the first time. We
Yes.
just want to get an episode in.
So
Yeah, leave a comment.
option one.
Oh, that's all the way up.
Oh wait. Option. Hang on.
That's like mid. If you do it
This
like,
is mid. This
there you
is
go.
option
That's
two.
like mid.
Option two. Or option three.
Now keep in mind that we are recording at night, and we normally won't record at night. So the lighting is going to be a little bit different.
Okay. Well, for this particular episode.
Yeah, so option one, vote. Do you like option one with the lights all the way up? Option two, mid.
Mm-hmm.
Option three, all the way down without going off.
Okay.
What comes across the best?
We're gonna give a shout out because we're both in Hallsville garb
Oh, we are.
tonight. The Lady Cats, the Hallsville Lady Cats, swept Tyler Legacy in 3.
Volleyball.
Boom, 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 volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay. If you like this, if this gave you any value, hit that like, share, subscribe there at the bottom if you want to check out our properties. There's links there if you want to use any of the products that we use on our properties. There's also links there. There's more links. Just check out the description.
Shane likes links.
I like links. It's
I
like
like that our hearts are linked. Put it a ding.
cute. That's cute.
All right.
We're checking out. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Remember to love God, love others, and let everything you do reflect that. We'll catch you on the next one.